Hello my friends, and welcome to Instant Auto Electronics. This is Uncle Misha, and today we have sort of not repair but mostly tear down comparison video. So what do we have here? We have a twin brothers. So those are DVD players, DVP 5980 and DVP 5982. They are, I think, completely identical two things. So, but a little bit different on the back side right here. Okay. So what do you see here? So we have nothing on this side, but on this side we have SCART. We don't have SCART here. We don't have, all this is identical, HDMI, and then we have this MacGyver thingy. So this MacGyver thingy, I did, because the top one, the one that I actually own for like a bazillion of years, I don't even remember where I got it from, and the other one, like this one, I found in a garbage bin. I decided to save it. I know I have this urge to save all electronics from the garbage bin, but I don't know, it's just me. So the thing, another interesting thing is, let me find it, where the heck I saw it. Okay, here we are. Phillips, made in Hungary. Where the heck this one made? I think this one was made in China, on the bottom one. So today, where did I see that? Oh, it was, I think it's here. So this is manufactured in May 2007, made in China. There is no text here. Okay, so today we're gonna do the following thing. We're gonna compare, we're gonna open both of them, we're gonna compare. Obviously there is gonna be difference because there is a presence of absence SCART, but beside that they should be identical. But I would like to see the quality of how, for example, China version compares to Hungarian version, because clearly this is European, hence it has the, sorry, this is European, vice versa, because it has SCART, because SCART was not like popular for some reason here in North America, but in Europe it was. I actually do have a SCART cable for it. And this guy just HDMI. So we're gonna take a look on both of them and see what the heck is going on inside. Okay, I'm gonna just unscrew them to remove those leads, and we're gonna compare them side by side. I also decided to remove these boards and to see if there is anything behind them. So as you see, there is not much, only some passives, and this, and over here as well. Yeah, like there is no active components, only several transistors and some passive. So this is actually quite interesting, because as you notice over here there's a whole bunch of chips, substantially more than on this board. So we have this main processor. I assume it is the same on both. It's really hard to actually see what exactly it is. The only thing what I see here is M, so maybe it is Motorola. I have no idea, because this is glued very well and on both of them. So I will try to find the user service manual and maybe I'll figure out what it is. Then there is a driver chip right here and similar driver chip right here. It looks like electronics is pretty much quite similar. Like passives, whole bunch of capacitors. By the way, none of the capacitors on either of them is any brand name. It's some like kind of JCON, TL, what the heck is it? Some kind of GDCON, ACON, CDCON, CD110 actually, whatever it means. All sorts of one-hand low brands, you name it. What is this? No, not JCON, but GCON, and what the heck is this, guys? Whatever. So all sorts of no-name brands, but over here we have two chips which are not present on this board, which is kind of funny. And also we have this Phillips thingy, which is again not present on this board. And this board has much more integrated circuits, like this guy, and this guy are different, because looks like over here there is a chip which actually under, I'm not sure if this is the same MTech. Let me peel this off and see what's under. Oopsies. Okay, didn't go well. Oh, whatever. I can just stick it back. It broke. So I assume this is RAM, because this is and this is flashes. Okay, there is some kind of version here, and those two versions like completely different. Is DVP59 82C-37, DVP 5980-12, and the firmware versions are different. So this is version 35B, and here is version 35. So I do not understand why there are two more chippies over here and what they do. Because I compare specs of those two guys and they are identical. They have 12-bit 108 megahertz video DA, and they have 24 kilobit 192 kilohertz audio DA, and all others, decoders, disk formats are identical. Everything is identical. So I cannot wrap my mind why there is such a substantial difference in ICs. So what are those two chippies? I have to double check. So this is silicon image in silicon image chips. What they do, have no idea, but such chips are completely absent on over here. Maybe this guy, because having some extra chips, can do something else, but again, judging by specs, this is identical. Again, there is a Phillips chip over here, which is absent right here, unless I just don't see it. But it is absent. That's it. But this guy has a little bit more other chips right here, like 1, 2, 3, again, which is not present here. So this is quite substantial differences. This is, I believe, over here is power supply part, or some kind of power regulation part, because there are a few FATs. This seems like a LM regulator, and very similar over here, like this part, right? But there is no similar LM regulator like on this part. So maybe those chips are required a little bit different voltages, hence those regulations is present. Regulation chips are present here, and that's it. There is probably extra electronic going on here. Let me put it a little bit more electronic going on this side, because there are a few chips close to this card, and highly likely this card requires a little bit more active components, a little bit more ICs. There is a whole bunch of unpopulated connectors over here and over here. Whatever they are, I have no idea. There is also over here, and identical is present right here. So I assume those could be, oh yeah, it is actually ground RxTX. So this is clearly a serial, and this is not labeled, but it is serial over here. Interesting. And serial is good, but what the heck is this chip? Is, I don't know, probably some probably DSP or ISIC. I have no idea. I have to search it. I think I downloaded once huge library of, I think, Phillips, maybe it was Panasonic, service manual of service manuals. Like it covers like everything, TVs, appliances, and things like that. Like it was several gigabyte, huge. I downloaded, so I double check if I have anything like this in that catalog of service manuals. Yeah, but beside that, power supplies, as I mentioned, are pretty much identical. So that's probably it. I don't know what else I have to cover except figure out what are those chips, and what are these chips. I may actually not talk about this in this particular video. I may create a separate article that's gonna cover those two. What I actually gonna do, I gonna because I hacked this already. This is region free device right now, so it's gonna play all possible discs. This guy, on the other hand, is not region free. So and this cable, this MacGyver thing, what I've done here is very annoying. Okay, so you're gonna just probably pull this out, put it in here, and remove this atrocity, so no one gonna see that. Yeah, that's I'm gonna do, and I'm not sure what I'm gonna do with this unit. Keep it for spare parts, keep it for spare board, or just give it to someone, because it's yeah, I don't need two. I actually have several Blu-rays players I got for SACD ripping from Sony, and they actually perfectly play DVD, and sound quality is actually pretty good, so I don't even need any of these guys. Yeah, it's just so hard for me to ditch electronics. Yeah, it's unbelievable. I guess I'm a junk collector, unfortunately. Alright, I'm gonna wrap up with this. As you see, the quality is pretty much identical. It's pretty much all bunch of shitty capacitors which maybe fail in near future, especially those power supply capacitors. Yeah, but that's it. Okay, as you see, there is a big difference between the boards, but functionally they are the same. I think there is not much really to talk here. Quality of manufacturing is pretty much identical. Capacitors is shitty on both, as I already mentioned. Yeah, so I think I'm gonna wrap up with this. Except I mentioned again, I'm gonna swap this out, and that's pretty much it. Okay, guys. Well, I hope that was interesting. I was actually just was about to do this anyways. So decided to show you how oh yeah, by the way, I just noticed something, that those two cases are actually different. So those standoffs are literally right here for this particular one. So yeah, so the manufacturing of this particular case and that is different, but everything else is pretty much the same. Just notice. Okay guys, thank you for watching. If you like such video, please like, subscribe, and see you next time. Stay safe, ciao, and see you next time. Stay safe, ciao.